Oh, what's up, guys? Today we are reacting to a playback video about Diddy. So I've been seeing a lot about him, especially recently on Twitter and everything. So let's just go into it and watch.
This young woman at the time, her name was Cassie Ventura. It was 2005. She was 19 years old, and she met
Diddy.
and became the girlfriend and employee, she alleges, of
19.
Sean Diddy Combs of his mega record label. She was a singer herself, but she goes on to say that during this time that she was abused. She was a part of the cycle of violence, physical and sexual abuse. There was uncontrollable rage. Some of the specifics she says that she was raped in her own home when she tried to leave him, that she was often beaten, kicked, punched, stomped on, resulting in bruises and burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding.
Oh my days. Yo. I don't care who you are, bro. Any person who decides to do that, like, you need to I'm not even gonna say it because it might be TOS, but you feel me?
That he blew up a man's car at one point when
What?
he thought that that man was interested in her, that he introduced her to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol, substance abuse, and required her to produce illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. Now, there are always two sides to every story, and his attorney has released a statement to CNN, which reads, in part, Mr. Combs denies these offenses and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail, baseless and outrageous lies aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and simply seeking a payday.
Now, this is going to, again, all allegations, as you know, we do on playback here. Not setting anything set in stone yet, but some of these things are not only very damning, but also there's like this ongoing belief throughout the music industry in particular, people who've had interactions with Diddy, that he's someone you have to be very cautious with, has some hesitation with as well. Some side comments made every now and then on certain podcasts, interviews within people, almost as if like it's a...
Wait, so I'm confused. So this is alleged. Like, it's not like confirmed. But I don't know, bro. I've been seeing a lot of, shit about Diddy, bro. And there's like so much that I've seen, especially coming out recently, that it's hard to say that every single one of them are not true. You feel me?
Known thing in the industry, like, when you're around P. Diddy, be very, very cautious about certain things because
exactly,
he may be a part of that weird part of Hollywood.
He actually had a brief relationship with Kid Cudi. When Diddy found out, he allegedly beat her.
Yo, do you know how much? Diddy blowing up somebody's car because he heard that he was interested. First of all, this is crazy, bro. Anyone who resorts to this type of level of violence for a girl, bro, is crazy. Is accused of abusing and blowing. This nigga's he's Mafia, bro.
Threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car. The filing then says shortly after Diddy's threat, Kid Cudi's car actually blew up. And Kid Cudi confirmed it.
Kid Cudi confirmed it?
That the car blew up.
That really happens in real life? He'll be blowing up cars?
Kid Cudi didn't say Diddy did it. He just said it blew up.
Yeah, he said the car blew up in his driveway.
Well, that's a hell of a coincidence.
Yeah, it is.
So that story has been confirmed by Kid Cudi that his car at least blew up. That's
After
cars don't really blow up.
His car blew up after Diddy said he was gonna blow up his car. Threatened to blow up his car. And then a few days later, it blows up. Kinda suspicious. Yo, he 100% did it, bro. Oh my days.
Not on their own, man.
Yeah, not on their own, man. So something had to happen, man. Just FYI. The Kid Cudi's not the only story that's circulating. There's another story circulating about Wale
Another one?
as well.
I heard that
Oh,
one.
Wale,
Got
yeah.
jammed up and then was held over the balcony of
That's some Batman shit. ain't it?
on some Batman shit. Like
And then I looked, it was like a glance once he got a little bit past me. I'm like, damn, that's Diddy. I ain't say nothing. I looked at Shy. Shy looked at me. So me and Shy like, oh. So as they go in there, they go back there, but they shut the door. It's a blind. It's a studio part, the booth part. It's like a blind back there. Like it's a pop part. They do orchestra back there. So with a booth at, it's like an orchestra, like a church joint. You can open it and you can see in the studio where they record, or you can shut it. Like don't you ever been to a graduation and the blinds shut? You can shut the blinds and you can't even see back there. Diddy and them went back there and shut the blinds. All I heard was like do 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 do, but not punches, like shit, like moving around tables and shit. But I'm like, oh. So me and Shy run to the blinds. We peeping through the blinds. I'm peeping through the blinds. Shy peeping through the blinds. I swear for God, it's a balcony in the studio, like an out balcony. You can see over the back. I swear to God, my grandmother, they got Wale over top of his feet. They got him off his feet, hanging off the balcony.
Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. There is no way I am messing with a nigga like that, bro. Oh my, what? That's some real like mafia shit, nigga. He went to the balcony with Diddy. Diddy closed the blinds. Next thing you know, he looks and he sees Wale getting hung by the feet. Not even like leant over like the ledge or something. By the feet. Over a balcony. Just cause of... Yo. This nigga's crazy. What the fuck?
Like, he hanging off the balcony. They dangling by.
Nah, this is crazy. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to laugh at this, but it's just like how it's edited and everything. Yeah.
His feet. I can't really hear what they saying.
Long story short, this isn't the first story that has been told or leaked. This story has been told again by someone else, by another artist as well. So, again, where there's smoke, there potentially could be fire, but just letting you know, this isn't the only story that's been told in that way.
See, why Diddy didn't want to walk with you, girl? What I'm talking about, Diddy was right next to you. What's good, Diddy? What's good, Diddy? No. What's good, Diddy? What do you think about Kanye West yesterday, brother?
Yo, after all like this shit I heard right now, I was honestly expecting him to like just lean back and sucker punch that motherfucker, bro. Just punch him. Come
on, any comment, brother? You gonna leave that alone? Taylor Swift, I know Taylor Swift your girl too.
Just FYI, I'm gonna tell you right now, something had to have happened. Nigga, P. Diddy is not walking down the streets of New York by himself if something did not happen. Just FYI, I just want to be clear. That's such an odd thing.
You think he was chasing her down after some shit popped off?
Yeah, I think there was probably
so,
an argument. She left in the...
Cause P. Diddy, no bodyguards, no nothing, just him by himself, streets of New York, and Cassie in front of him. So I'm guessing he was chasing her.
Stressing that he was just following her.
XYZ.
But like nigga, P. Diddy is not walking down the streets of New York unattended, just randomly. He's not doing that. Like that's not happening. Just so
nigga, even streamers have fucking bodyguards. P. Diddy's 100% walking outside with a bodyguard.
Okay. So that right there is just a little bit of some of potential questionable stories that are being told that kind of correlate to very questionable activity with P. Diddy, as well as other things that other people said in podcasts. There was one podcast where they were like, "You got any advice for young comedian coming up?" And nigga said, "Yo man, just don't go to the take that mansion." And it's like, man, that's tough. And everybody at the table looked at each other like, Dog, he knows. So now,
Yeah.
Those are the accusations that are being levied. Those are being made. Some
okay.
of the incriminating potential evidence, right? So now the conversation gets pivoted to why isn't this being an ongoing conversation, or why aren't more people speaking loudly for it? Largely because people believe that Diddy, who Face of Revolt, media brand that is partnered or partially owns certain companies or are a part of certain things such as the Breakfast Club, also Joe Biden's podcast, et cetera, or at least there has been some type of relationship built between Diddy and a lot of other people. There is an understanding or feeling from the people and some independent media members that people are holding their tongue because they don't want to have to deal with the repercussions of the wrath.
Diddy.
Sean Combs. Academic sex, he speaks on himself.
Because when it came time for certain other people,
Yo, I'm sorry, bro, but this nigga Academics has been streaming for so fucking long. Why is this nigga's camera still so shit? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. That nigga has money. Why is it always in? Why is every clip, every video I see him in is always 480p? I don't understand. Why? Nigga, you got money. What is you doing?
came time for L.A. Reid, even Joe was like, yeah, niggas been here. That's what I'm saying. When it came time for L.A. Reid, everybody said, well, I ain't gonna lie, there was some stories. Everybody said that.
That I know a little bit about. I don't give a fuck what none of these people was doing outside of this.
That's cap. Yo, this is such cap.
Especially from Joe Biden.
It's like the Diddy protection spell. I don't know what the fuck Diddy done did to the whole industry. That's cap. Niggas sit and talk about weirdo shit by R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, by every other person.
That's what I'm saying.
To Diddy is like,
I don't care.
My mom, my girl, my son. Ask me about my pet dog. What the hell? Nah, nigga, the fuck we want to know about Diddy? They won't say a fucking word. I listened to the Breakfast Club. They were pathetic. You know what I mean? They were like, oh, okay, what happened? Oh, well, prayers to everybody. They said this little generic thing, right?
Yeah.
Yo, they said Cassie was getting pummeled by dozens of male prostitutes without her consent in freak-offs, getting her ass beat to a bloody pulp, and yeah, for decades. You know, the Breakfast Club says, well, you know, prayers to everybody. This is kind of crazy. I'm like, what?
Yo, okay, that's facts. Because if it was any other person, right, they will be on their ass. And they'll be saying, as a man, you're doing that to a woman as a man at your grown age, all this shit, bro. They'll be saying, you better K yourself, you feel me? You better do this, you better do that, you better. There is no way this many media outlets on like they speak about everything, bro. They speak about everything. They're even speaking about Kai Cenat's fucking jail stream, right? But they can't speak about Diddy. Cassie accusing Diddy of abuse. What? It doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't make sense. That Diddy either has something on them, or he can make them lose their job, or something. He has some type of control over them. That's 100%. Or they're just not willing to deal with Diddy, since Diddy also blew up fucking Kid Cudi's car just because he heard that Kid Cudi was interested in her. In Cassie, by the way.
They hear me call city girls flop. Yo, man, act me hard on the females. What? Nigga, what? I'm like, yo, I see what it is. You know, everybody done folded. I ain't gonna lie, I think my man even Joe Budden just folded.
I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, that's like probably one of the most telling things with this whole situation. That it is unfortunately true. Where some
Cause by the way, I've heard like in the past, like I would hear like a story, and then it would like no one will be talking about it. Like that'll be like last time I've heard of it. You feel me? Now I'm glad that more people are, you know, talking about it and shit like that. Cause this shit is crazy.
Something happened.
By the way, Diddy, like, you know, I'm just like, please don't do anything to me. Like, I'm just, you know, like, you know, I'm just speaking on the situation. I'm just saying how I feel. You feel me? Like, I don't want no smoke. You feel me? Like, I mean, if those things were true, then, you know, repercussions shall come your way. But like, you know, like I'm just saying how I see things, you know, like,
in a community or subsection of America or this exclusive group of people where it's just become a normality, and that's how people get away with a lot of abuse over an extensive period of time. We don't know if this is true or not. It's all allegations, but the fact that people have stories that correlate and align with some of these allegations and no one's really saying anything is very odd and funny. It's almost like it's a inside joke almost, or an understanding amongst people who step in this exclusive club that, hey, this could be happening over there, this could be happening over there, instead of actually saying something and outing them, because those people may be afraid of the repercussions. They just sit there, and instead of outing it and trying to make sure that's not a part of the culture, the community that they have, they just sit there and just say, hey, just don't go over there because XYZ is happening, yada yada yada, instead of actually saying it. To me, that's way more dangerous, because you can't warn everyone. You can't properly prepare everyone. It's be better utilize your energy if you decided to get those people out of here. But now you've normalized certain behavior, and the people that you've normalized the behavior from over the years have gained even more power. So they have the ability to leverage it even more against you, so you never even say anything. To me, that's the biggest problem.
I think people are just genuinely petrified about like what that reaction might look like for them. Even academics joke like, the nigga might have put a hit on me, but I'm worried about my safety because he's been covering it so frequently. But yeah, good on him for doing that, I guess. Look, bro, I guess you haven't even gotten to it, but the lawsuit was fucking crazy.
Yeah, the lawsuit was crazy.
Bro, it was detailed as fuck, my nigga. And it was a lot of shit being said. And then that shit was being corroborated by a whole bunch of random people telling stories. So we don't know the truth of all that went down, but it does fucking look super coincidental all this is happening at the same time. And as Diddy said, she was looking for a payout, $30 million blackmail. One day after the lawsuit was posted, it got settled.
According to the lawsuit, Cassie met Diddy when she was 19 years old and got into a relationship with him when she was 22 years old and he was 40 years old.
Which is crazy, by the way. He met him when she was 19. I mean, like, they are still legal age, but like, you know, how many years is that? Like 20 years?
According to court documents, he immediately introduced her to a fast-paced, drug-filled lifestyle. She also alleges that he blew up Kid Cudi's car for being romantically interested in her. In the lawsuit, she says she signed a 10-album deal with Diddy shortly after meeting him, and that he quickly helped her achieve success musically. But she says that he was highly critical, and not long after, he was controlling all aspects of her life. She then alleges that once they were involved romantically, that he started forcing her to have sex with male sex workers while under the influence of drugs and while he watched.
So he's a cuck. Oh my days. Yo, first off, I don't know how you guys do it. First off, forcing your girl to be, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit's crazy. And then also watching,
It also details years of physical abuse, while it alleges that his staff did little or nothing to help. The lawsuit also alleges that Diddy, Sean Combs, would force her to take coke.
I mean, I'm guessing his staff didn't help. It's his staff, like, you know. One staff helped. Like, Kid Cudi was allegedly interested in Cassie. His motherfucking car got blown up. His staff, to help Cassie, I don't even know. I don't even want to imagine what would happen to them. By the way, all of this is alleged, you feel me? But like, you know, everything is like too coincidental that, you know, like,
amounts of drugs that eventually led her into an addiction. Another trigger warning, here you can see that she says that he raped her when she tried to leave him in 2018. According to court documents, she checked into a rehab center after leaving him because of the trauma and the abuse that she suffered during their 10 years together. The lawsuit goes into detail about the alleged abuse, some of it that I don't want to get into because it is just too heavy. The lawsuit was filed in New York. It is public record, and Cassie's lawyer has represented some of Harvey Weinstein's victims.
How do you feel about her settling for his day? or second day technically.
I think most people, especially in this instance, something that happened over a 10-year period that happened years and years ago, it was probably gonna be difficult for her to win that case anyway, because unless there's like hard hitting evidence, it was gonna be really difficult to win, right? So her settling, I understand. And I think that many people who go in those type of situations in the moment, because I heard Slim Thug make this comment about she should have did it right in the moment and da-da-da-da-da. Well, I think a lot of people, especially when you get to this.
Yo, by the way, people were saying like all this like, oh, if you're you should have done it. Yo, if you're like, you know, R-worded and stuff, you should have said it as soon as it happened. You should have gone to the police straight away. Bro, I don't think people understand the mental and physical damage that does to people, man and woman. Okay, men getting R-worded and women getting R-worded. Obviously, yes, we know that there are what's it called? We know that there are obviously people faking it. I mean, not fake, lying about it, you know, to get some money off people. But there are also like, first off, all those girls who lie about it just so they could get some money off a nigga, bro, fuck you. Because do you know how much? Do you know the amount of ladies who probably have, and now they're getting called on the internet or whatever that they're lying and shit, but it's because of you guys. So if any woman has done that, fuck you, honestly, fuck you. Because first you're not only like destroying people's perspective on certain things and making them have like doubt anything and everything, you're also destroying a man's life basically, because you're taking them to court and shit, telling, oh bro, it's just a big fuck you. But yeah, the amount of like physical and mental toll that does to a person and damage that does to a person it's understandable why people wouldn't fucking go straight to the authorities straight away. Don't be
level of like manipulation potentially, or you end up losing yourself in those type of relationships. You don't even really know what you're doing until like you can take a step back and really breathe and look back and be like,
exactly.
I really didn't want to do those things. I only did those things because you gaslit me or you manipulated me.
Manipulation. Exactly. There's also that. There's also them manipulating you to the point of you thinking that you wanted to do it, when in reality, when you look back at it, you're like, no, I didn't ever want to do that. You feel me? There's a lot of reasons, but still people still go to the thing of, oh, you should have Now, one thing I will say, right? I will say first, I would 100% go to the police first instead of going straight onto the internet, unless you have already filed a lawsuit or a case on them, or like you've reported it and stuff. Then you know you do you, but that's only because people on the internet are weird, bro. So
leverage your wealth, your the lifestyle that you gave me in a certain way that made me do things that you knew that I didn't want to do, and that's the reason why you had to manipulate me in some type of way.
Like, she has free will, so you doing it anyways. But I think the part that's crazy is the fact that he was requiring her to be high on all different types of drugs. That
yeah. Also, oh my days, this shit is crazy. Also, he's making her be on drugs and shit while they're doing this. First off, you're high. You're not in the right mindset to be able to make conscious and good decisions. Okay.
Crazy, because now it's like, not only are you doing something you're already uncomfortable with, but now you're not even there mentally.
Exactly.
And there's other people around too, and it's sexual in nature. Like, I think all of it is a little exploitative. So
I agree, but I think that we give too much cop out to people because they have free will. You're right. People have free will, so they have the decision to say yes or no to things. I get that. Just because someone has the decision to say yes or no to things, that does not then remove the fact that what is being done to them is still wrong. Yeah, if somebody scammed you, you had the ability ability to say yes or no to the scam before it actually happened. But at the end of the day, the person who is scamming you is doing it with the intent of deception. That's what they're doing it for. And so if Diddy or anyone really in the music industry, they're presenting situations and scenario to you that you know that they know that you wouldn't normally do. And the only way that you're doing it, the only reason why you're doing it is because they're leveraging something in their favor, or in your favor, to make you do it, something that they know that they've already made accustomed to you, something that they know that is your livelihood, something that they know for a fact that you would potentially you would compromise your morals to do certain things.
I think that's the interesting part for me. Like, that really is what selling your soul is, right?
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
Where you're doing things you're uncomfortable with or don't believe in because of
money,
what you know is going to be huge advancements in your career. Those advancements usually, especially historically back in the day, there was a lot of people gatekeeping. There wasn't the internet back then either, but even then, like, he has the power to help put you in front of the right people. Yep. So it's like he helped advance so many people's careers, they stomached a lot of that. Yeah. You feel me? And he kind of used that leverage to get what he wanted out of people, but Allegedly. But yeah, the sad part is that we won't get all the information because the lawsuit would have had to reveal all of that. Yeah. He would have had to take the stand.
Is that what you're saying when you ask me about how I feel about it? Yeah. That's kind of fucked up because at that point she's still in some regards thinking very selfishly.
That was a selfish decision. Yeah. I do feel like I don't have much faith in the legal system in general. So like if you had a decision between 30 million and justice, that's a tough decision. When you feel like a large portion of your life was fucked up because of somebody, you want to get justice, but at the same time, 30 million, this could change your life though. And you don't know what position people are in. Like, I don't know how successful she was, to be honest with you. So I don't know what she's sitting on.
Yeah, exactly. People would 30 million in justice. It's a hard decision because first, if he was able to do all this shit with not many media outlets covering what he was doing, it like who's to say that he doesn't have any sort of connection or power or influence in the justice, the justice system. So, and also, as people say, not many people have faith in the justice system in this country, in America, in a lot of parts of the world, you feel me? So I can't lie, if I was in that situation, I'll just take the money and go. Just fuck out my life, go. Just because of the fact that I like, as Adrian was saying, I don't trust the justice system. I don't trust the justice system. I don't trust what the people around him will do. I don't trust him himself, Diddy I'm talking about. So I think there are a lot of instances where people would take the 30 million. Also, there might be instances where people will take the 30 million just so they could live that certain lifestyle they want, and that, like, they would rather get the money than put the nigga to justice. There's also that, like, even if there was a chance of the nigga, going to jail, some people would rather take the money. So there are a lot of, factors. Cash. By the way, I was just, editing and stuff, and I realized that just because my issues with the justice system aren't as positive, it doesn't mean that others, like, for other people there aren't. So I'm just speaking on myself right now. I'm just speaking about what me personally would do, just because of my experiences and my my encounters with, like, the justice system and everything. So yeah, if it was you and you would rather take the 30 million, and because of your life experiences and your base and your views and your values, that's cool. That's all you feel me? Like, I'm just saying my perspective, what I would do, just because, of my experiences and stuff. Anyway, carry on.
Assets you might have. So it's like, damn, like, because they would have had to call witnesses for proof.
No, for sure.
Now people would have to legally take a stand under oath. and either perjure themselves or tell stories like this about what their experience like him was about, and it would reveal a lot. That's what happened in the case between Johnny Depp
and
her.
public.
At first there was the original allegations, and then there was all the witness testimonies that revealed a whole bunch of stories, and then it was also all the evidence. Some of it was video evidence, some of it was like forensic evidence that helped you come to a decision as an audience member of this scruffle about like who you think is telling the truth. So like in this situation, we'll never know. You could guess, and if you're maybe in the industry, you might fucking know the answer to that. But from the outside perspective, for me, it's just like, it just feels like a damn, that's tough. But let us know what y'all think.
So if she takes the 30 million, right? There is no chance of her like coming back to the case, or you know, like the case is just done and dusted right there, like right there and then. Like she can't talk. Like it's done. If that's the case, what happens if somebody else comes to court and decides to bring to go to court with it, and then they bring Cassie on as a witness or as another, you know, to corroborate with like the stories that have been happening, and like to share a similar story? Will she be allowed to, or no? I'm confused. Well, let me know. Anyway, this is quite disturbing, allegedly, if this is all true, you feel me? But anyway, if you want me to, oh my god, bro, if you want me to react to more videos, let me know what you want me to react to and stuff, and peace.